What's up, everybody? What is going on? It is Friday. Man, oh man, oh man, what a week it's been. Punishable by death for seditious behavior. Donald Trump comes out swinging against members of Congress who actively are recruiting members of the U.S. military to form some kind of military coup or insurrection against their commander-in-chief. My, oh my. Whatever shall we do? Tim Walz has got his tampon up his butt and is really upset about such things because he has something to say. If you believe that this is an act of treason, I want you to hit that like button right now, and I want you to comment yes or no in the comment section right this second. Should these members of Congress be removed immediately for treason against the United States of America, and more importantly, against the commander-in-chief, and even so, trying to seduce our military service members to revolt against their commander-in-chief? Comment yes or no in the comment section, not the chat. I want to know your thoughts. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, but first, cheers, my dear America family, my lovely blackout coffee nights. Cheers to you and to Friday. Oh, sweet, beautiful nectar. Ladies and gentlemen, we need every single one of you, the infamous Tumblr, to go to blackoutcoffee.com/Graham. Promo code Graham is going to save you money, 20% to be in fact. Go to blackoutcoffee.com/Graham. Promo code Graham. Support the people that support us today. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. Very short time to do it. Let's go ahead and bring in everybody's favorite redneck. Hot Seat Todd is here.
Cheers, buddy. It's my favorite week of the year. It's Iron Bowl week. I'm super excited for tomorrow. Let's get it done and get to the SEC championship.
Todd, it is
What?
not Iron Bowl week.
We play Auburn tomorrow, don't we?
Nope.
Are we on a bye this week?
We play Eastern Carolina.
Oh, God. No, I thought we were playing Auburn tomorrow.
No, dude, that's next
depressed.
week, bro. It's not Thanksgiving.
Now I'm depressed.
This is going to be a great show. This is going to be great. We're starting off with a bang. Here we go. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Very short time to do it. So hit that like button right now. The more you hit the like button, the more people see this show after the live feed. And comment in the comment section, not the chat, the comment section. We got a lot of controversial things to talk about today. We've got actual U.S. codes to talk about. We've got what's good for the country, what's not good for the country. Let's get into it. Todd, let's get our first thing going. Let's do it.
Fine.
Would you suck it up being such a girl? We got a job to do. Let's go.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Woman who celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk is having a meltdown over the piggy comments. Let's hear what she has to say in all of her wisdom. First of all, you can just look at her and think.
She looks great. No.
If she is married to a man,
she is.
It's lights off, oversized T-shirt, always
Paper bag,
type of marriage.
yeah,
all right, play it. Let's go.
I'm done. I'm so fucking done. Like, I am beyond fucking done with MAGA in my comments, calling me evil, calling me a bad person, making fun of my appearance, doing whatever the fuck you want. I'm
That was us.
done. Charlie Kirk, thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. Yesterday, I made a video explaining how you still support this man after he literally called a woman on live TV piggy. Okay, you guys were saying, well, her name's Peggy. That's why. Her name's fucking Catherine. Okay,
No.
Or she called her McGee.
Pause. All right, so let's just debunk this idiot really quick. Okay, Todd, what's the chick's name? What's her name? Peggy Collins. Margaret Collins, known as Peggy, is the Washington bureau chief and executive editor of U.S. economy and government coverage for Bloomberg News. That means her name's Margaret Collins, but she's known as Peggy, goes by Peggy. That means Donald Trump actually knew her personally. Can we shut up now? Can we shut up now? You stupid liberal feminist, just cancers in our societies. I had a really long conversation yesterday. As you guys know, I'm working on my new book here, and this has been a tough one to write. And the reason why is because in real time, I'm having to write a book to encourage people on getting to the booths and voting for the midterms. And whilst I'm writing it, the whole world has lost its mind.
Okay? Really?
And I'm sitting here, and what I want to write is just like freaking turn the oven on, gas, and stick your head in the oven, guys, and just like kiss it goodbye and just be done with it. That's what I really want to write. Like, it's true. That's what I want to write.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I'm on the last chapter. I'll give you a chapter hint.
Really? You are?
I'm on the last chapter.
Nice.
But the chapter before this one was called Red Caps Fade, Freedom Never Does. That was the name of the chapter before this one. And this last chapter is going to be Remember, Remember, a spinoff of V for Vendetta. Remember the 5th of November, which ironically was the presidential election. And it's also going to be Remember the 10th of September, which was when Charlie Kirk was assassinated. So I am sitting here and we're working on the final chapter now. And I'm trying to figure out what is my call
Call to action
to get people to show up at this point, because we dive into everything. I let all the secrets out in this book. I'm telling you, there's going to be so many people that are pissed off at me when this book comes out, because I'm pulling no punches. I'm telling all the stories. I'm telling exactly what went down in the Pentagon. I'm telling everything. And dude, I don't say it like Nick Fuentes, and we need to get rid of the 19th Amendment. However, we talk about the freaking problem, ladies. Ladies, we got some problem with the female vote in this country. Data does not lie. Numbers do not lie. Lady votes are jacking up the curve, and they know it. If they removed every female vote since JFK, there would not have been another Democrat president since JFK. Do you realize that?
No.
Do you realize that? So,
them young educated women, boy, they love to kill their children. I mean, they love to kill their children.
And that's the even sadder part about it, is the majority of it is because they want the right to murder their kid. And again, I'm not talking about you, the Dear America family. Obviously, I get it, right? But you all know who I'm talking about. And here's the bigger reality of it. I talked about this with the editors yesterday, because they're like, Graham, you sure you want to say this? I was like, yes, I want to say this. And I said, women don't like confrontation in the way that men do. Now, women will freak out and they'll be like, what did you just say? Da, 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 to other men. But women as a whole, if their girlfriend's off in left field somewhere, oh, well, we just go have margaritas with each other and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Whereas a dude to another dude would be like, whoa. You voted for what? Homeboy? What did you do? Oh, no. Get out. Get out. Kind of thing. And it's just the difference here. And again, I realize, ladies, before you get on to me in the chat, I'm not talking about you. But you do know who I'm talking about. Ladies, you're jacking up the curb.
Yeah, y'all be chewing each other's butts up, not over stuff that matters, over I bet she thinks she looks good in that dress. Not about important stuff, about crazy stuff. All right, I got to get rid of this dude. Hang on.
Oh.
I don't know. This guy that literally keeps follow me. No, we don't want to follow you.
Oh, yeah. No, we don't want to follow you. Okay. All right. Speaking of ladies that are having a bit of a problem, this might be the wildest story I've seen in a bit. If you believe that
100%.
Mental asylums need to be brought back into this country, I want you to comment yes or no. All right. We all know about Juicy Smollett. We all know about the This Is MAGA country,
and them
beat him with a Subway sandwich foot long because that's what Jussie Smollett would have wanted, and bleach and a noose and all this stuff. But this story yesterday came out, and it's the craziest thing I've seen in a long time. Juicy Smollett said, "I'm gonna fake a hoax," and this chick said, "Hold." My tampon box. That's what she said. All right. Here we go. This is real here. Ex-GOP aide paid a fetish artist to mutilate her so she could claim it was an anti-Trump attack / hate crime. This is the craziest story I've heard in a long time. Now, first thing I notice here, this isn't some raging liberal-looking woman.
Yeah,
it's an attractive young lady. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But apparently, this woman paid some type of, yeah, she was arrested and charged with staging a violent attack, as she should be. But she's not anti-Trump. In fact, it's the exact opposite. A former New Jersey GOP aide allegedly paid a fetish artist to carve dozens of cuts in her skin and had a pal scrawl, quote, Trump whore on her stomach in order to claim that she was the victim of a politically motivated violent attack. Natalie Green, age 26, was arrested Wednesday and charged with concocting the violent, bogus ambush at Egg Harbor Township Nature Reserve on July 23rd. Prosecutors said the accused fraudsters claimed 3 gun-wielding men approached her and a friend on the trail around 10:30 p.m. before threatening to shoot her and hitting her in the head. Basically, they had her hog-tied. She had them do all this stuff to her, hog-tie her, and leave her out on the nature trail for people to find her, I guess.
This is nuts, man.
And again, it's graphic warning there, all right? But here you can see some of the stuff, and we'll move on a little bit. I know kids watch this stuff, so we'll move on. The suspect said the fictitious attackers then hog-tied her with black zip ties, held her down while slashing her body and face, and etched anti-Trump slurs onto her stomach and back because she worked for a Republican. Go back to the X post. And we'll leave it there. This is what I'm talking about. Mental illness in this country. The desire and the urge for the click, for the fame and the notoriety that a young, arguably very attractive, beautiful young woman would do this to herself simply so she would be in the news and she would be talked about and she would be famous. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a serious issue in this country. We have a serious problem in this country. We need to make institutions, mental institutions, great again, because there are so many people that need help in this country. So many people that have mental issues, the dopamine hits from social media, the doom scrolling, the TikToking, the all this, the all that. Look, I see your hand, Todd. Just hang on. But Todd will tell you, and I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, but Graham, you do this for a living. Todd, how hard is it to get a hold of me on the phone?
Very.
Yeah, I don't spend all day on the internet like everyone thinks that I do. I study up for what we're going to talk about, but I don't get involved in this doom scrolling crap. I'm not up to date on all the trends that my kids know about and everything like that.
Same.
No, like people have got to get off of the freaking phones. If you agree with that, comment yes or no in the comment section. Todd, go ahead.
I'm just curious. The whole story. I'm just have one question. The whole story. Do you like Google fetish artists near me? Are they in the yellow pages?
Dude,
I mean,
you can pay somebody to do whatever you want, bro.
Where?
Lady Gaga pays some dude 6 figures to be a cuddle buddy when she's touring because she doesn't want to sleep alone.
Like, yes. So do you specialize? I need somebody to get a scalpel and just cut me up like a pumpkin on Halloween.
Todd,
like, is that how that works?
You know the singer Pink, and if you have children watching, earmuffs right now. You know the singer Pink?
Yes.
Okay. She pays somebody like 80 grand a year to be her nipple pincher before she goes out on stage. Look it up. Look it up. She pays someone to make sure that they're visible before she goes out on stage. Snoop Dogg pays a guy to roll his blunts for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you apply for that job? How do you apply to be Snoop Dogg's blunt roller? How much money does Snoop Dogg's blunt roller make? That's what I need to find out. Snoop Dogg blunt roller. I told you. You don't even have to say. I know. I know it's real. I know it's real. You don't have to.
I might quit.
Do you think I just make this stuff up? Like I'm
just saying. Like, oh man, I got to update my profile or something. Like, I got to start making more money for them.
Anyway, you want to know how you find these things? Crazy people find crazy things. That's just the way that we are.
Man, I can't even.
All right. This is Friday, guys. Welcome to the Friday show.
Wow.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. Trump's team releases their 28-point plan for ending the Ukraine-Russia war. Now, don't worry. We analyzed it for you. And let's see. Where is it at? Come on. Are you kidding me? I just lost every bit of it. Bear with me really quick.
I'm just curious, like, where do you find this stuff? Like, I mean, I just kind of stumbled upon this Natalie chick because it's trending, but a nipple pincher? Really? Like, when did that become? Where do you go to school for that? Like, I'm just curious. Is that like you get that degree at Harvard or something?
All right, so go back and show it. All right, so Donald Trump and them and Donald Trump and the White House.
I like that better. I like.
How's your mom and them?
Yeah, I like that better.
All right, Donald Trump releases a 28-point Ukraine-Russia peace proposal. Just click on one of the images, Todd. This is how much we love you guys. Okay, this is how much we love you. Just click on one of the images. We're not going to read all this to you. We have summarized it. All right, into 5 digestible points for you guys. All right, what is it? Number 1. A Russia-Ukraine ceasefire and long-term non-aggression framework is part of this. Russia, Ukraine, Europe, and the U.S. enter a comprehensive non-aggression treaty. All right, number 2, Ukraine becomes neutral and demilitarized partially. What does this mean? Ukraine agrees to join NATO and adds this to its constitution. Ukraine's military is capped at 600,000 troops. NATO nations agreed to not station troops inside Ukraine. Number 3, a massive reconstruction and economic package. Over $200 billion goes to Ukraine from frozen Russian assets, not us. Russia and the U.S. jointly invest remaining frozen assets into shared economic projects, especially energy, AI, rare earth minerals, and infrastructure. 4th, Russia is reintegrated into the global system if they are compliant. Sanctions will be lifted in phases. Russia is invited back into the G8. The U.S. and Russia renew nuclear treaties. A joint U.S.-Russia security group monitors compliance. And then last but not least, social, legal, and security guarantees for both sides. Ukraine gets a U.S. security guarantee with conditions. If Russia invades, sanctions snap back, recognition revoked. If Ukraine attacks Russian territory without cause, the guarantee is invalid. So this is not security guarantees like troops on ground or anything like that. Russia is eligible for EU membership and market access. Both countries enact educational and anti-discrimination reforms aimed at reducing ethnic tension. Nazi ideology and extremist groups are formally banned.
You know, my favorite part
There
about
you go.
Right here. My favorite part about it is this. Within 100 days of it being signed, Ukraine is to have elections. My favorite. And that's why Zelensky is going to say nope.
And that's we'll see. Hang on, I'm pulling up this next thing from when we get ready to do it. Okay, anyway, so that's the treaty. All right, will it actually happen? Who freaking knows? In fact, hit that like button right now and comment in the comment section. Do you actually think that Putin and Zelensky are going to be able to agree to any of these things? I know they're already saying no in principle right now, but Putin says no to everything immediately. We'll see what actually happens when they get on the phone.
Can I ask a more important question? Does anybody care if they accept it at this point? Like, really?
Other than us like paying money that we need to cut off paying money to Ukraine, I don't see how this affects our lives at all.
At all. Keep fighting.
I just don't.
Good luck, boys.
Don't. All right, let's keep going, Todd. What do we got here? Oh, Day of Remembrance. We got to remember Day of Remembrance.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was Transgender Day of Remembrance. And as you can imagine on this show, we forgot because we don't care at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Here's my question. Have transgender people been like just mass genocide in this country that we need to like remember their sacrifices that they're going through? Who can? What do we want to remember? That time that Billy tucked his wee-wee and became Sally? What do we want to remember? Like, I'm serious. What do we want? I mean, what are we remembering? The fight that they've had so men with, big old schlongs can go in the Target bathroom with your daughters in there? What are we remembering? I'm just...
I got nothing.
I feel terrible. I really do. I apologize to the transgender community for not caring at all about your stupid day.
Yeah, where's our Christian Day of Remembrance?
Where is a country boy can survive day? Where is that? Where is the redneck day of hope? Where is that? Where's that? When are we going to get those days? That's what I want to know. I'm getting older, man. I'm getting older, and I'm starting not to understand. My back hurts constantly.
Well, at least you're still getting. I'm got. You're getting. I'm got. So
that's true. But as we get older, we need more help, ladies and gentlemen. And that brings us to our next sponsor, and that's our good friends at Bubs Natural. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. This thing right here, this peptide right here, peptides. Look, I'm a big believer in peptides. You guys know that I was fat once upon a time, okay? And I use peptides to help me get back on track. But this collagen peptide, man, it helps with joints, skin, nails, all the above. Bubs was created and founded by, the brand is based around former Navy SEAL Glenn Bub Doherty. All right, 10% of all profits go to charity. You can see it right here. And you need to go to bubsnatural.com. Use the promo code Graham at checkout. But here's the coolest thing. Go all the way back up to the top of the website, Todd. Black Friday deals are 30% off. We've already tested it. You use my code, it's another 20% off. So right this second, you go to bubsnatural.com with the promo code Graham. You going to get 50% off. Let me tell you something. This stuff right here has helped my back in ways that I can't even possibly imagine. My lower back kills me. Too much rucksack carrying right there. You can see the collagen peptides. Go to bubsnatural.com. Use the promo code Graham. And right now, along with the Black Friday sales, get 50% off. Go right now. All right. This next part of the show, I want to talk about this. Candace Owens and Steven Crowder are at it. All right. Steven Crowder made this post. And I want you to, one, hit the like button right now. But two, I want you to comment in the comment section if you think that this needs to happen and why you think it needs to happen. Steven Crowder posts that Word War Debate reached out with the invitation for him and Candace Owens to have a debate. Steven Crowder says he accepted, and he claims that Candace Owens rejected the offer along with a $30,000 appearance fee. So Steven Crowder says she can have mine. So $60,000 for Candace Owens to go and debate Steven Crowder. Barring her acceptance there, he also says he's happy to do a straight up simulcast for free, and he added real Candace Owens. So my first question is this, and we can go to me and you here, Todd. Do you think that this is something that needs to happen? Comment in the comment section and let me know what you think. Todd, I'm curious your thoughts first.
I don't think that I don't care if it does happen. I'm not going to say it needs to happen. I do say that I would personally love to see it happen for one reason, honestly. I think that Crowder has just as much resources and things available at his disposal as Candace does. And this would be a very good Goliath versus Goliath match. And honestly, I think it would end very, very badly for Candace. That's why she's not doing it. I think it would go really bad for her.
Well, I mean, that could be argued and that could be negated. I mean, look, we all have skeletons in our closet. Steven Crowder's not perfect either. Here's where I'm at with the whole thing. What good does it do?
That's true.
And this is my thought. Okay, Steven Crowder, Candace Owens, the main event at WrestleMania, they're going to debate each other. Yeah, put your dukes up. Put your dukes up. They're going to fight it out. Okay, but here's the thing. Candace Owens' cult is still going to be with Candace Owens.
True.
It doesn't matter if she gets skull dragged or not.
That's a good
Her
point.
cult followers will be like, she skull dragged Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder lied the entire time. We stand with Candace. The CIA, Candace Investigative Agency, or whatever she calls it, like all that stuff. So my question is this: can you look up the Pierce Morgan, Steven Crowder thing, talking about Nick Fuentes, real quick for me while I talk about this, Todd? Steven Crowder went on Pierce Morgan and had this to say about Nick Fuentes. This I actually do agree with. But as far as Candace goes, I don't see, here's where we are in this country. I don't know even if Steven Crowder presents the absolute evidence to destroy everything Candace Owens says, do you really think that the people that are all in on Candace, do you think they're going to care? It's just what I've told you about what she's done to Charlie Kirk's investigation and his eventual trial for his murderer. It doesn't matter what evidence is presented. She has sown so much discord and doubt into this country. Charlie Kirk will be a JFK for forever. No matter what. No matter what happens. Okay, this is the long version. Okay,
we're going to try to shorter one. There's a shorter one.
Yeah, I want the shorter one. Yeah. Okay, let's play this. So this is them talking about Nick Fuentes, Steven Crowder and Nick Fuentes. Basically them talking about the fact of, is it time to mainstream platform Nick Fuentes? Your comment in the comment section. Do you think so? Yes or no? But let's listen to what they has to say, and then I'll tell you my thoughts too, and we'll get Todd's thoughts. Let's go.
Because I'm curious, and sometimes I'm wondering where the curiosity goes when you have someone throw down some wolf bait like that. Well, you love Stalin? What do you mean? You mean you're fascinated how he was able to manipulate people? You mean all the people that he killed? You mean studying him to make sure we avoid it in the future? Or do you mean that he had some cool threads and smoked some cool pipes? I don't know the answer, because a lot of these people out there, both the old guard Republicans, who rightfully people have a problem with them, and this sort of new group of people, they're not actually communicating. And they'll say that they'll have these conversations, but in my experience, they very rarely will. And I have a track record of wanting to make that happen. So again, I extend the invitation, and I hope that you do too, Pierce. I hope you have Nick on, and then send him my way next.
I actually am moving to inviting him on. Because I think there comes a point where you can't ignore somebody's rising influence. He is getting talked about so much right now that he's exuding an influence over people. You know, I have the same argument really with someone like Andrew Tate, who I've had on a few times. I think it's important when someone has a big following and are saying whatever they want to say unchallenged.
All right. Do you, the audience, think it's a good idea to mainstream platform Nick Fuentes? Comment in the comment section what you think. Todd, what do you think?
Okay, so, and I'm not speaking about anybody, especially Kendra. I'm not talking about Kendra. But men, ladies, you know, when you begin a relationship and you have that little voice in the back of your head saying, this person might be crazy. Well, they can only hold off that crazy for so long as your relationship goes. And once it goes to a certain level, you can't hold back the crazy anymore. Same thing here with Nick. Like, I 100% think that he needs to be on Crowder. He needs to be on Piers Morgan. He needs to be here. They definitely need to platform this guy, because we all know that a lot of the stuff that comes out of his mouth is cuckoo. But you put him on mainstream, and he ain't going to be able to hold back the real crazy. And so I think America needs to see it for what it is. Like, and that goes for Nick, Candace, all of them.
I agree. And here's why. Nick Fuentes is only as big as he is because he was deplatformed just like the rest of us were. And again, I want to be clear. I'm not siding with Nick Fuentes on what he says and what he does. What I'm saying is I don't believe Nick Fuentes would still have a career if he had been allowed to be just out in the public talking all day, every day without hindrance. Because what you did was you created this almost like larger than life figure. If you've ever seen Nick Fuentes in real life, dude, he is a scrawny kid. Like, he's little bitty little guy. And that doesn't like mean anything. I'm not the tallest guy in the world either, but it's because he's been blacklisted by so much that it has created this aura around him, like, oh my gosh, like this Nick Fuentes guy, like he must really be onto something here. And then, but that's also created the purpose of people that are actually smart enough to debate him aren't doing it. And it's not happening in the open forum for people to go, ooh, that was a bit nuts, you know, kind of thing. And then again, President Trump said it best. Let them interview them, and then let the people decide what they believe. You know, you can't be a free speech person and then be like, "Hey, we need to knock this Nick Fuentes guy down." Do I think that Nick Fuentes, at 27 years old, which is how old he is, do I think he's dangerous with his rhetoric? Yep, sure do.
Yep.
But you can't beat that dangerous rhetoric by keeping him pushed in the corner because he's getting bigger and bigger and louder and louder. It's like a band back in the day that no record label would sign them. And so they did the ground game where they had like all these people, like the underground stuff, like, you know, like handing out the tapes and handing out the CDs and all this stuff. The underground movement becomes so big that you can't ignore it anymore. Well, that's what we've done with Nick Fuentes. And so the invite is here on this show for those of you that are Nick Fuentes people. If Nick wants to come on here, he will be asked the hard questions by me, but it will be just like this. It'll be a
Very
debate.
respectful.
Well, not even a debate. It'll be a conversation. And when he says something that I disagree with, we're going to push back. So those of you who are Nickonites or whatever they call them, like let him know. Like I think that the only way we're going to get past this is we've got to attack it head on, and we've got to have these conversations. And I realize a lot of people in here are older, like 30 to 40s to 50s. We've got even some 60-year-olds that have called in, and that's great. But your 18 to 29-year-old kids or grandkids are listening to Nick Fuentes.
Yep. And that's
so
the
it
benefit.
must be addressed and it must be tackled head on. And the only way to do that is to have the conversations. That's it.
The benefit and the curse of what we do and how we do this is we as podcasters, influencers, whatever you want to call us, we get to choose where the spotlight is shining on us. I get to choose. Graham gets to choose. Nick, Candace, they all get to choose where that spotlight is hitting us. But the second you throw somebody on a national level, man, you don't get to choose. That spotlight's everywhere. And there's just a lot of stuff that you ain't going to be able to hide. So, yeah, I'd love to see it. I'd 100% love to see it.
Yeah, and again, and I see this comment here from USA Conservative 1776. I agree with the majority of what Nick Fuentes says. As I've said many times, this is why Nick Fuentes is dangerous. 80%, he's a very smart guy, very educated guy, very aware of the thing. 80% of what he says is true. Like many good cult leaders, like many good dictators in their time, like many good violent political activists, 80% of what they say is absolutely true. His thoughts on the African-American community. Okay, we've talked about this, all right? 17% of the population is black in America. Of that black population, 6 to 7% are males between what we would call fighting age. You know, we'll call it 15 to 50, right? Or whatever. That 6 to 7% commits 50% of the crimes in America. Okay, there is a cultural problem in the African-American community. Low education, high poverty levels, high crime, high drugs, single parent homes. We know this. The African-American community knows this too. There's a problem in the African-American communities. Nick Fuentes says we need to get rid of the black people.
Put them in cages, his words.
Well, yeah, but my point is there is a problem and it must be dealt with. But is that actually the way to deal with it? I don't know. Is that a long-term solution that leads to the betterment of society across the board? I don't know. I don't think that it is. So you see what I'm saying? He's not wrong. There's a problem there. Just like I talk about. Do I think we need to repeal the 19th Amendment? No. Is there a major, major problem with messaging to females in this country? Yes. Are female voting in this country, is it really, really jacking up issues here? Yes, it is. But that's a reality that stripping away women's rights to vote is not the answer. Figuring out a way to get to these women and figure out where the blockage is in their mind, that is the real solution, but it's the harder solution. It's the harder solution. So anyway, again, comment your thoughts in the comment section. I am curious what you think. All right. We got to get into this next part. Before we do that, we got to talk about our good friends over at Birch Gold. Ladies and gentlemen, we need you to text the word DEAR. That's DEAR to 989898 right now. Our good friends at Birch Gold are going to send you a free 25-page information kit on how gold, silver, and precious metals can protect your money in an unstable economy in an unstable world. It's free, no strings attached, but here's the thing. Their Black Friday deals are going on. For qualifying orders, they're going to give you free gold. That's FREE gold. Free gold on qualifying orders or qualifying transitions over into their diversifying your portfolio into gold, silver, and precious metals. Free information is vital information, so what do you have to lose? Text the word DEAR, that's DEAR, to 989898 right now. Okay, this is the point of the show where I remind you to hit that like button. The more you hit the like button, the more people see this. And also, I want you to comment in the comment section. Do you think I'm right about Nick Fuentes and Candace Owens? Do you think that Candace Owens is right? Do you think that we should have a debate between Candace Owens and Steven Crowder? Would that help our society, or would it just continue the divide? Do you agree with my assessment on Nick Fuentes? You know, are villains born or are they made? I think Nick Fuentes is a story of what happens when you take a young man, because he's still, by all definitions, a very young guy.
Yeah.
Me now, at fixing to be 39, I look back at the things I said when I was 27, and I'm like, I probably could have said that a little bit better than I did. And so I still look at Nick kind of that way. He's not this 50-year-old man. And so, you know, but when this happened, all this stuff started happening to Nick when he was 17, 18 years old. So you put a kid like that and the whole world turns against him and tells him how evil he is and all this stuff. I don't know, man. You know, are we partially responsible for what happened and what has created the Groyper movement and the Nick Fuentes movement? Comment yes or no, or comment your thoughts in the comment section. I'm curious about that.
God, I hate that word.
Oh, it's so gay.
Stupid.
It's gay.
I hate
it's
that word
gay.
so much.
It's a gay name. I said it when I first heard it. I was like, that's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Groyper? It sounds like a fish. Like,
All right. But this is the crazy part that we have to talk about. This seditious behaviors. We have to talk about these things. But let's get into what happened first. Todd, let's play the videos seen around the world of actual members of Congress, senators, actively telling the military to disobey the President of the United States. Let's play the clip, because I don't want to insert any words into people's mouths. Let's play the clip and let's see it for ourselves. Let's go.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow. I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day
to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
and intelligence community professionals
against American citizens. Like us, you all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
but from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
the Army,
or Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
And know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
the American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws,
our Constitution,
and who we are as Americans. Don't give up
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
All right.
I'm really
so
hating that saying. That's all they're saying. Don't give up.
I hate it. Okay, real quick, I want you to hit that like button right now because more people need to see that. But in the comment section, right this second, not the chat, the comment section, is that treason what they just did? Should every single one of them be removed from their public office as representative and senators right now and should be tried for treason? I want you to comment in the comment section right now. We'll get into what I think here in a minute. But then after that video, the president of the United States made some Truth Social posts. And let's just go over them really quick because they lost their lids. The first one was, is this the hang 'em one?
This one right here.
Well,
that was the one.
No, but the one that got them all riled up was
is this one.
He reposted one. No, that's not it. He reposted one about they should be hanged.
I didn't see that.
Oh, dude, we got to find that. Either way, he re-truthed someone saying that they should be hung in the public square.
I know what you're talking about. I know.
That's what they lost their mind about was that. And then he added on by saying seditious behavior punishable by death. There it is right there. Seditious behavior punishable by death. So what is seditious behavior? To Todd's credit, he found it at 18 U.S. Code 2387. 18 U.S. Code 2387. You guys can look it up, but there you go. That's what he said. He replying to someone, PA78 replied to the Washington Examiner, hang them, George Washington would. Donald Trump retruthed it. Okay. What is 18 U.S.C. 2387? Okay, well, this covers the federal law making it a crime to undermine the U.S. military through certain forms of speech or actions. Okay, so what does that mean? Number one, the number one thing. What is illegal under this statute? Number one, disloyalty, mutiny, or refusal of duty. Trying to get service members to disobey orders, refuse to perform duties, act disloyally, or mutiny. Mm-hmm. So by the Seditious Behaviors Act, 18 U.S.C. Code 2387, is that not exactly what just occurred? I want to know. Hit the like button and comment in the comment section right now. Did they 1,000,000% check the box for violating 18 U.S.C. 2387? The answer is absolutely 1,000,000% yes. So 100%. Let's see. What are the punishments?
10, 20 year, 10.
I'm
20
looking
years
right
in
at
prison and possible.
Okay. All right. Federal prison, fines, often up to $250,000 or both. Wartime considerations. While the statute itself does not specify enhanced wartime penalties, federal courts historically treat such cases more harshly during active conflict, meaning sentences are more likely to be closer to the maximum of 10 years. Military members. UCMJ can carry additional penalties, including dishonorable discharge and longer confinement. Death penalty can arise when it moves more into 18 U.S.C. 2381, which is treason or suspicion or seditious conspiracy advocating overthrow. 2385, all of those penalties carry a death penalty. So Donald Trump is simply just writing about what the laws say.
Pretty much.
And here's where I'm at with all of this. Dakota Meyer, Medal of Honor recipient. Can you look up Dakota Meyer's page? He made a video about this. And his video was more towards the actual troops. And I thought it was very good. If you support Dakota Meyer, his Medal of Honor recipient, look, doesn't matter what people do in their lives. So the thing, you got to give honor where honor is due. Dakota Meyer is a Medal of Honor recipient, and he just re-enlisted back into the Marines when he didn't have to. That man's a patriot. Comment an American flag in the comment section right now. But Dakota Meyer had a message for the troops. Let's go and let's just play the video.
All right, that wasn't a video. Well, this is his page.
Go to. Are you kidding me? Hang on. Did you just search Dakota Meyer?
No, this is his page right here. Like, this is his page.
Hang on. This is important.
Let's see.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
As soon as I find it, where are you at? Ah, I got it. Okay.
You got it?
All right. I'm going to text it to you right now, Todd. Hang on. This is important for you guys to see. It's coming in the group chat right now. This is a Medal of Honor recipient. It's because he posted it on TikTok and somebody took it from TikTok. That's why. But this is his message to enlisted people, and we'll get into the senators and Congress people here in a minute. But I want anyone who may be in the service right now, or you have someone in the service, I want you to listen to this video from Dakota Meyer, Medal of Honor recipient, by the way. Let's play it.
We've crossed the line in this country that cannot be ignored. We have sitting U.S. elected officials, including Senator Mark Kelly, now telling troops that they can refuse illegal orders. I mean, it sounds reasonable until you realize no legal order has been given. Everyone knows that. This isn't about the law. This is about planting seeds of doubt. It's a Trojan horse slipped into the minds of the one group of Americans who cannot afford to doubt for even 1 second, our military. I mean, you get our troops questioning their chain of command, questioning their commander-in-chief, questioning the oath that they swore to.
Dangerous.
And you're not just playing with politics. You're injecting anarchy into the ranks. And that goes against everything the American way stands for. Let me say this directly to anyone wearing the uniform. Do not listen to these politicians.
Don't.
If even one of you follows what they're attempting to do, your life's going to be the one that burns down, not theirs. You'll lose your rank, your career, your benefits, your retirement, everything you worked for. And not one single politician will stand beside you when the consequences hit. They will forget your name before the ink dries on your paperwork. I think we should be thankful that Mark Kelly isn't in uniform anymore. And we should thank God that he wasn't the aircraft commander of the Enola Gay in 1945, because a man this confused about duty and responsibility would have never had the conviction to help end a world war and save American lives. This very moment isn't exposing a people problem. It is exposing a leadership problem. Leaders who are so disconnected and so desperate and so entitled that they believe they're above consequences and they believe you won't hold them accountable. It's time to put people over parties. It's time to put the Constitution over convenience. And it's time to call this out for what it is. Go see all my comments over on my new Substack that's out now.
We got Substack.
Love this. Man, that's Substacking though, bro.
Let's put the American flag in the comment section for Medal of Honor recipient Dakota Meyer. Very well said. Todd, I want to know what the people think. Let's open up the phone line. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's open up the phone line. If you want us to open up the phone line to the public, not just the premium side, hit that like button and just let's do it. Let's get this thing ready to go. I want to know what the people have to say. Let me know about Nick Fuentes. Let me know about the girl that staged a fake hate crime. Let me know about Candace Owens. Let me know about what you think about the president's seditious behavior. Let me know. I want to know what you think about all of those things. It's time for us to hear the people. It's the end of the week. Let's hear the people. Let's open it up. Now, for those of you who love what we do, do not call these first 10 minutes.
Yes.
Leave the phone line open for people who hate me. I want to hear what they have to say. Okay? So I'm asking you right now, those of you who support us this time, you guys just hang on. We want people who disagree. The number is 833-858-5618. 8. If you want to see this go down, comment yes or no in the comment section right now. If you support us, please hold off.
Just
Do
hold
not
off.
call into the show. And Todd, the way we're going to do this is let them go. Let them do what they're saying. They get 60 seconds, and then
Okay.
I get to respond. Okay. If
Here we
you
go.
disagree, 833-858-5618. Let's go.
We have one caller. All right.
1. Wow.
Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. You got 60 seconds to state your piece. There is a delay between you and Graham. What's on your mind?
Don't be mad. Love you guys. Thought I'd have to wait for a while. Only thing I got to say is these crazy women need to go to jail.
Good point.
If they are, if they are out here, the rape, the fake rape, the injuring themselves, all this crazy stuff, they need to be in prison. My opinion is release all nonviolent cannabis offenders and put every one of these women in jail.
All right, cool. Appreciate the call, man.
Yeah. I was confused where that was going for a minute.
Yeah, I was too.
But it did make sense. All right, look, hey,
Another
if you
one.
support us, do not call right now. Do not call. Normally the phone lines are flooded, so you guys are doing really well.
Ooh.
This is your chance, guys. Here we go. Let's go. I want to hear different of opinion. Let's go.
Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. As a reminder, 60 seconds is all you got. There is a delay. What's on your mind?
Am I on mine?
You are.
Hi.
Hi.
So here's my take on what these senators did. It is a call for sedition. I think that the military should arrest them, put them on military trial on live TV, and let the whole country watch it.
Don't disagree with that statement.
Don't disagree. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey,
you guys are doing a great job. Love your show.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Again, let's give the people who disagree a chance. So if you enjoy our show, do not call right now. Do not call. We're trying to give all the people that talk so much in the chat, we're trying to give them a chance here. All right, let's go.
Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. As a reminder, 60 seconds is all you got. There is a delay. What's on your mind?
Hey, I thought this many as well on y'all's chat. With Candace, man, if y'all would just go through her points point by point and talk about them reasonably, she is wrong about a lot of stuff, but there's some basic stuff on there, like that 30-06. Those things don't typically humble the way they're describing it. That's something a smaller or a slower bullet would do. It just seems like there's a lot of stuff hiding, and if y'all would just address it instead of panicking. But she's not magic. She does all kinds of crazy stuff. So she's putting past them because y'all aren't addressing her head on. Y'all are just making fun of her. That's my opinion.
Okay, I got most of that. Let me go with Graham with that.
We're not making fun of her. That's not it. Well, but when you say things like "I had a dream that Charlie told me to go find his killer," that's make fun of stuff. But you're talking about the 30-06, right? Okay.
That could I can't.
Plausible questions. Look, and here's the thing, guys. This is the difference. We have such large platforms. Okay. Us asking what could be plausible questions. All right. But not framing them as that. Instead of saying like, they're definitely lying to us. There's no way a 30-06 could do this. It's absolutely untrue. It's absolutely this. They're lying. They're doing this.
Yes, it could. 100%. Yes, it could.
The point is just because it's plausible or it could happen. I've seen a guy. I know a guy personally got shot straight in the face in Iraq, and it went up his Kevlar, carved all the way around his Kevlar, and went down the back. It was a straight face shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Today, they'd be like, no way, didn't happen. No way, this is fake. They're covering it up. The Jews did it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's what we mean. It's not good. Okay, I want to give the people who disagree a chance, ladies and gentlemen. So just hold on. Just we'll get to the guys, you ladies and gentlemen that want to talk to us after, but I want to give the trolls a chance.
All right,
Let's
here we
go.
go. Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. 60 seconds is your time limit. What's on your mind?
Hey, just calling in because I know you guys are looking for more of the counter this time, and the sedition discussion. I feel like the answer to that is that they really were just fighting a specific way to write it and say it so that they wouldn't be crossing any lines technically, but like people have been saying, that they would insinuate and start that division, like you said. But I don't think they technically crossed into that line specifically for that point.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, we can talk about that. Thank you for the call.
I think that they all know exactly what to do. This is the same thing I talk about with Candace. They all know exactly what to say, to where in a court of law, did they tell them to doubt the commander-in-chief? Did they specifically name Donald Trump, or did they say we have people that are, foreign or not, or enemies from within and things like that? I think they know exactly what to say to have a fighter's chance in a court of law, but they're still sowing division within the ranks. Name another time in history that congressional leaders were openly putting out videos other than support to the American troops.
All right. And I am going to push back on the caller, and buddy, I'm going to push back on you. I think they made a massive mistake, and they did not 99, 100%. 100% they're guilty of sedition. And here's why. If you go back and watch the original video, that sentence, they are currently pitting American military members against American citizens. That one sentence, that's the only thing they're not talking about the boats. They're not talking about the cartel. No, they are talking about the military assisting ICE with detainee operations right now because of that one sentence. They're cooked. And if you go watch Jason Crow, the paratrooper ranger combat veteran, he's backing up now, and he's saying things like, no, we just wanted them to know that it is legal for military members to disobey illegal orders. Listen, every member of the military in this country knows that. You're taught it in basic training. You get a yearly death by PowerPoint on it every single year. We all know it. We don't have to be told it. You engaged in sedition, you belong in prison.
I agree.
Full
I
stop.
agree. All right, let's give the trolls another chance, guys. Look, this is your chance. All of you that have said that you would let me have it, this is your chance. Let's go. I want to hear from you. Let's go.
Go. Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. Go ahead, man. You're ready. Shoot it.
Morning, bud. Yeah, I was just wondering. I just don't get the axe grinding versus Candace thing. I'm not talking crap about y'all, nothing, but she's just asking questions. I don't understand why that's such a big deal. And if I'm being honest, Crowder's he's getting old, man. He's still doing the debate thing of trannies and this, and I just feel like those issues are kind of really on the downward slope, and I just don't see why her asking questions is such a big deal. Mad respect to y'all and all that.
Ask him this, Todd. Stop him.
Hang on, bud.
We got some different things, but
hey, ask him this. Name one thing that Candace, by asking questions, name one thing that by Candace asking her questions, what factual evidence has she presented? What clarity has she brought other than division and chaos?
Did you hear that?
No, I'm sorry. I only hear you, bud.
It's okay. Name one thing. Graham says name one thing that Candace Owens has said that she actually had actual receipts, actual evidence that she has actually proved.
That's brought clarity and not chaos.
Chaos.
I'm not here to defend her either. I'm just saying, in my opinion, again, she's asking questions, and I understand that could feed into the conspiracy because you can't give the answers, which is, kind of self-serving in ways if you look at it. But at the same time, she's bringing up some information. I understand what you were saying, I think, yesterday about the shotgunning and, you shoot enough, you're going to kind of be able to pull some strings. But some of the stuff she's saying is weird. I mean, if you think about the 63 flights that they overlap with Erica and Charlie, with the Egyptian flights, I'm not a flight expert, but that does seem pretty weird. And, you know, a lot of the Bridget McCrone stuff is, you know, I think we all think that's probably on the money somewhere. I mean, Trump taking the time to actually call her to say, you know, be quiet about something, that didn't sit right with me.
I got
and
you.
I think the
okay.
right, hating on the right for just everyone's trying to go in different directions. Nobody's got answers. It's a damn crazy freaking world, and everybody's scared. I mean, if we get down to it, I mean, yeah, we're all pissed and we're all men, but I mean, yeah, we're all scared that this thing's gonna implode on us. I just think she's done a lot for the cause, and you know, I just think grinding an axe just because Crowder seems to be, in my opinion, I think he's the one that's kind of in a way injecting himself for some clout. I mean, his viewers are going down. He's still just out there, you know, doing the debate thing on the college campuses, but more or less we're winning the college campuses. So I don't know. In my opinion, it just seems like he's instigating on behalf of TPUSA or something like that, which, again, do your thing, but that's how it reads, I think, to the normal viewer is, why is he attacking cute little Candace with, you know, not just, she's not that
All right, we got to cut him off. Okay, look, I want to say this. Okay, so the things that you said, all right, so she's just asking questions, so she's right. Okay, well, and you say that we're attacking her by her asking questions. Then how come every time someone that asks a question of her that she sees, she then goes on the attack against them? Allie Beth Stuckey, Brick Suit, MJK Ultra, Steven Crowder, accusing all of these people to be on the inside. Candace has gone from saying Turning Point USA actively did it. Israel did it. Bees did it. Somehow Bridget McCrone was involved. She said everyone was involved on it. That includes Erica Kirk, but then she backtracked that. Then she says the only person that can stop her is Erica Kirk. Erica Kirk then says, all I ask for all these people that are saying all these things to please show grace to the people that are doing it. She goes after Mikey McCoy. Mikey McCoy is now in protective custody because her insane followers are making Turning Point USA lives miserable. She has the American public turning their back on Dan Bongino and the FBI, the very people that Charlie helped pick and put into those positions. I'm not attacking you, man. I'm saying, what good has she done? And we're winning the college campuses. Why? Because of Charlie Kirk. So that's no longer a guarantee, my friend. It's no longer a guarantee because now all the people in the college campuses, these young kids, what do they see? They see Candace Owens, and they see all these people infighting now. So every bit of faith and confidence that Charlie Kirk put within these young people, poof, gone, vanished because of Candace Owens. Even Nick Fuentes says Candace Owens is insane. So again, and I have even approached it on the line of, let's say she's doing it simply for the good of her heart, trying to find the truth. I still disagree with how she's going about it. You can't say every single day, you know the truth, Charlie was betrayed, you're burning the whole thing down, you found out the evidence is going to change everything, and every single day it's a nothing burger over and over and over again. All right, let's do another caller. Let's go. It's Friday.
And on top of that, Steven Crowder's views are not going down. That not even close. So yeah, I don't get it, but okay. Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. 60 seconds is your time limit. What's on your mind?
My name's Mark. I'm a veteran, 58 years old. Did a little time overseas, a couple tours. Really confused about all this Israel stuff that's going on. You know, I don't listen to Nick regularly, not at all, but I have been listening to him lately. Happened to catch him last night. I heard about what he said about Roseanne Barr, saying about, you know, if America, you know, doesn't support Israel, America's going to fall. You know, America should fall. And I don't understand this confusion that's going on with why we have to put ourselves so in touch with Israel and support what they're doing along the way with the money and everything. It's ridiculous the amount of money that we're sending when we have people here in America that are suffering. You know, I struggle. I'm a single person. I struggle now. I just bought my first home. You know, 58 years old. I just bought my first home. And the only reason I did it was because I didn't see no future coming. So I had to make a decision, had to step on that line. And I just don't understand what's going on and where we're at. That's all I got to say. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mark Driscoll explained it very well the other day. I was listening to him talking about this Israel thing. I don't think anyone, including Christians, disagree that what America needs, what America First needs is not an America only isolationism. You know, look at North Korea. That's isolationism. Like the only thing North Koreans hear about is North Korean stuff. The only thing they will ever know is North Korean business. The only thing that will ever happen is that. That's not a good way to go about it. It's just not. I think what MAGA, what America First, what America actually want and need is the equivalent to like a Christian fast. Okay, what we're actually saying is, we've got to stop the bleeding. That's what we'd have to do. We have to stop the bleeding while we fix internally what's happening right now. I do not think that America only is the answer, ladies and gentlemen. I don't believe that. To have no allies in this gigantic world where you have two other superpower nations that would love nothing more than to nuke us off the planet, I disagree. I disagree with that. And sometimes while thinking about America First, we forget that there are geopolitical policies, geopolitical issues, world this. This is not the 1800s where America is truly over here by itself doing its own thing. Like the world is smaller now, and we have to remember that. We can't do it that way. And I agree. All of the money going to Israel all the time, all of the money, Ukraine, for example, good Lord, like everyone agrees with that. Like Ukraine doesn't even help us do anything. What are we doing with that?
Nope.
I think that what we're all saying the same thing and we all want the same thing. There's just this extremism to it where they would rather burn every single thing to the ground instead of fixing the bridges that are currently busted. Does that make sense?
It does. And I will tell you one thing that doesn't make sense to me is the America First blue hatters are like Trump and Israel and aid. Like Donald Trump is calling Congress saying, hey, I need y'all to send, or calling the America Bank saying, hey, I need you to send Israel $400 billion right now, please. Thank you. Click. It doesn't work that way. Like the appropriations in Congress are the ones that decide this. So you have Democrats and Republicans voting on this. As a matter of fact, the last one that was voted on went 366 to 58 in 2024. So the entire Congress, House and Senate has to vote on this thing. So the fact that it's all MAGA's fault, no, it's not. It's been going on since the 40s. Like, come on, folks. Like,
well, also, and then to that other caller, and we got to go premium here, but I want to answer this before we do. To that other caller that said that he didn't like that President Trump called Candace and said, you need to chill out. Why? Yeah. The president didn't order Candace to stop talking. He's not a tyrant. But we live in a world where the president of the United States can pick up the phone and call us now because of the fact that we have such reach that it does matter. And so if we're over here causing problems for no reason, why is that a bad thing? Hey, Candace, look, I know you're upset. I get it, but you got to chill out, man. Like, this is wrong. It's no different than Charlie Kirk being able to pick up the phone to call the president like he used to do all the time. But sir, respectfully, you are missing the mark on this. You are losing the base. You need to check yourself, and you need to realign and get back in lockstep. It's the exact same thing. And so again, Donald Trump is not a tyrant. He's not a this. I get the White House text me all the time. Like, really? Question mark. Like that's what I'll get all the time. And I'm like, well, how else do you want me to say it? Like, what did I say that was wrong? Well, the boss isn't really happy about how that came out. okay, then it's the truth. Like, you guys aren't listening. Like, I thought that that's what we actually wanted. We wanted an administration that was so approachable that we could have those type of conversations. And we like it when we can give it to the administration, but we don't like it when the administration has a problem with what we said. They're not tyrants. They're not telling us that we can't say it. They're just saying, are you sure you really want to go with that? I don't have a problem with it.
I don't at all, but trying to explain it.
All right, let's get ready to go. Yeah, let's go premium. All right. Okay, now everybody that wants to talk, call in. Everybody call in. Let's go.
I'm still fishing for the haters.
I will say this. What's shocking to me is this. Todd, you see the screen. I don't. Mm-hmm. Was that the least amount of callers we've ever had?
No, actually, it was pretty loaded. But first time, because all I can really see is how many times you called and how long you're waiting. So that's all I can see. But we do have a bunch of first time callers here, so hopefully there's a spicy conversation in the middle of this somewhere.
What I'm saying is, what's irritating me is you got all these people in the chat that just talk
they're not gonna call, man,
all day long, and then we have now, this is twice.
Dude, they don't have enough minutes. They don't have enough minutes on their phone. Give them a break.
We have given them the floor. If you agree that these trolls are just worthless pieces of waste of space, cowards, I want you to put that in the comment section right now. I want every one of you to do us a huge favor. We need you to hit that like button right now. We're at 1.4 thousand likes. We need 2,000 likes easy on this episode. We need every one of you to go hit the like button right now. And we better get 1,000 comments in the comment section, because all of you should see that these trolls are cowards, man. Out of all, and I hope we get one here in a minute, but out of all the people that talk crap, we ain't had nobody call. No one. Like it's crazy. And even when they have a difference of opinion, it ain't these crazy people that are up in here having
it's hey, listen, I love you, but we love you, but I want to get that dude that F you blankety blank. I want that call. Where's that call? All right, here we go. Let's try to find one. All right, let's hunt. Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. As a reminder, 60 seconds. What's on your mind?
Hey, I'm just calling because I got super hatred for these people that did that seditious commercial. And I say recall all the ex-military officers back to active duty, put them on airborne status, and pack their chutes with dirty laundry. Send them out the door.
I'll tell you one thing.
Thank you. I love that.
One thing that our Secretary of War...
Hey, make sure they count to 4 first.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. Thank you, brother.
One thing I think that our Secretary of War should do is, I think all of them that were prior service, I agree. I think they should be brought back on military orders and strip all their crap. That's what I think.
And this time, leave old boy in space. Just leave him there. Just let him.
Just strip all their crap off of them. All their accolades, revoke it, everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next.
Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. Reminder, 60 seconds is all you got. What's on your mind?
Hey, first time watching your show. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got a suggestion. There are so many women that are in powerful positions right now. I think they all should have to take at least 1 week off every month, just to get their head straight. I'm just saying.
What you guys don't know is Allison is literally in this office, and she is sitting right here while I'm trying to have these conversations.
That's awesome.
Thank you. I want to find out how many of the people in Congress and their staffers are dual citizenship with another country. If they are, they shouldn't be in our government. That's all I got to say. I'm going to wake up early and watch you guys more often.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's awesome. Love that. Love that.
All right. I think he was only half serious, but do you guys know how hard it is to try to have the logical conversation that we have? We have a legit, and I think that most common sense women know this. We have a woman vote issue in this country, and it's from massive indoctrination, the feminist movement, all of the above. But on a serious note, Allison is literally right there. Do you know how hard it is to try to have these conversations, and there's a woman right there, like just like what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say, Graham? Like, go ahead. Like,
did you get the Karen look? The
No, she hadn't said anything yet. But what? Oh yeah, she laughs. She says so.
Well, good sport. Good sport.
Anyway, all right. Next, let's do another call.
That is awesome. Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. As a reminder, 60 seconds is all you got. What's on your mind?
Hey, Todd. My guess is this could be, since the Democrats are so desperate at this point, this might be their way of trying to use this as like, hey, Trump's retaliating by being a dictator, and use this, during the midterms to try and, something weird. They're so desperate. So that's my only opinion. I'm not on premium. I can't afford premium, so I can't hear the show after that. But I know y'all were talking about that, and I had one other thing I wanted to say about your intro music. Y'all are from the South. You don't have any Skinner, any CDB, any ABB. If you don't want anything from the South, you can listen to some CCR on there, some Aaron Lewis. I mean, what y'all talking about?
I will explain that.
Music.
I will explain.
Bunch of hippie. All right, tell me.
Thank you. I'll hang up and I will explain it, and then I'll let Graham give his piece. Thank you, brother.
All right.
Y'all need to understand. Y'all need to understand. There's only 1.5 rednecks on this show. All right. I'm a pure blood. All right. He's part Muggle. All right. He's part Muggle. All right. He doesn't do the Hank Williams Jr.
No.
He doesn't do that.
You ain't gonna get no country on this.
He's never done that.
I am a rocker through and through, which
he's
as
half
we've now what we now learn from Christians is demonic. This week, we're back to 1994, where rock music is demonic again. But no, you're not going to get. Sorry, you're not going to get Hank and all them other people from me. Leonard Skinner, sure, but the problem is this: the countdown's 5 minutes. Our actual intro music is 35 seconds.
Right.
So we have to find songs that fit that 4.5 minute mark. Now, a lot of more modern rock songs are like 3.5 minutes. So we've thought about like, okay, I guess the intro could just be silent for like a minute and a half.
That's boring.
And so that's what happens. Skinner, love Skinner, but they're 7-minute songs. You know,
can you imagine having Freebird as a countdown? We'd be here for 30 minutes. Or November Rain, that we'd just be here.
Yeah, and so that's the thing. I'm a rock and roll guy. Stevie Ray Vaughan, love it. Anything rock and roll music.
Uncle Ted.
I've been that way my whole life. I've just never been. I do appreciate some country music songs, but you are never going to bust up in my truck and what's playing is country music. It's just not me. I'm a rock and roll guy. Always have been. Always will be. You know, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed just from the way that, like, even the way the logo looks right here, like this is very rock-ish, like hard, like kind of thing. It's just who I am, man. I'm not a country music guy.
When Graham was in high school and I was, rocking the country stuff, Graham would come over to the house. I never will forget this, with his Live in Budokan DVD of Ozzy Osbourne. He's like, bro, we got to watch this. Zach Wild was like his dude. So yeah, very, very different from the same place, grew up the same way, but we are different in that aspect. He's a redneck rocker. There.
Yeah, redneck rocker.
Redneck rocker. Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. Reminder, 60 seconds is all you got. What's on your mind?
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Any
How's it
better, I'd be
going?
twins. What's up?
It's a good one. My call-in is in regards to those 6 Democrats that called in about the seditious.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, nothing's going to happen because you don't have a fighting GOP party that's going to go in there and do anything about it.
Correct.
Just like anybody else on MSM and everywhere else, they say whatever they want to say. They get away with it. Nobody says nothing. Nobody cares. Most of us out here in the real world are so fucking fed up with the bullshit. We don't even care anymore. That's what's going on. That's the reality of it.
True statement. True statement. Thank you for the call, brother, because I am one of them.
You got it, brother. Semper Fi.
Well, I can't say that, but okay.
And I get it. I get it. Like, I get the frustration. Like, truly, like me and Todd both served. Obviously, that caller did as well. You know, we've been fighting this fight. I mean, Todd's been fighting it for 2-3 years. I've been fighting it for 12 now.
Yeah.
Trust me. I mean, you know, I almost bankrupted my company this year because for 6 months I went to DC, and you can't
almost sent me to the unemployment line.
You can't make money with your business while you go do that. And I almost bankrupted this entire thing. Like, you guys don't realize how many conversations we had about maybe we should shut the show down while I'm doing this.
That was a real thing.
It was a real thing for multiple
Real
conversations. And, you know, and then finally, you know, and a shout out to Chad and Tony and Todd. They kept the show going long enough on life support until I could get back. And that's not me saying I'm some savior or anything. It's just,
it was the Graham Allen show, like
sponsor, without
you know, Graham
and,
Allen, like I mean,
and so it was tough, and so you go ahead, Todd,
and trust me, and me defending it is because of this. None of us understood. It didn't make any sense to none of us, including Graham, while he was gone, because the viewers didn't stop. Nothing stopped. Like, we didn't slow down, but without him, the sponsors were just like, no, we're not going to do it. Even with Chad, even with Todd, even with Tony, even with, we had really good content, really good conversations, but no, we almost went down. It was, y'all, it was day to day.
And it was a lot.
Day.
So not only were they trying to fight for the information end, and we're sitting there looking at like $0 coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in DC trying to fight that, looking at $0 coming in, you know, and all this other kind of stuff. We couldn't talk to each other about business stuff. And so, you know, anyway, back to the point. The point is, I almost bankrupted my own company this year because I believe in trying to fight for this country so much. And now I'm looking at it not even 3 months after Charlie Kirk is murdered. And it's like, holy crap, dude. Like, what in the world did we do any of that for? So trust me when we say we understand the frustration.
We get it.
And then that's why I always got to defend Dan Bongino here. So Dan is 100x me. And look at what he gave up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think Dan Bongino's pocketbook got hit hard? Like, and you know, and now you got people calling him a traitor and all this other kind of stuff, man. And so trust me when I say the frustration is mutual. The difference is I'm trying to wade through it to, okay, how do we beat this new obstacle? Which this new obstacle is the infighting. And again, I got to give a shout out to Pastor Mark Driscoll. He said it very well. This is the result of winning.
Yep.
In 2020, we lost, in quotation marks. And so we all put our differences aside to bound together to go win because we saw how bad it was getting. Well, now we won. Part of the spoils of winning is everybody thinks they got a better idea now, and all the infighting starts happening until we screw this thing up and we bomb the midterms. And then all of a sudden, watch, all of a sudden then all these differences are going to go away. And like, holy crap, they're trying to subpoena us all again. They're trying to indict all of us again. They're cutting off our bank accounts again. They're Facebook and Meta and TikTok and YouTube, they're silencing all of us again. And then we'll be on defense. Republicans and conservatives are really good being on defense. They're really good, like when the attacks are coming against them. They're really bad when we have an opportunity to be on offense. So trust me,
I would say the GOP reminds me a lot about this current Alabama team coaching staff and roster. Like the GOP is almost like they can win, but when the target's on their back, they don't know how to maintain. They can get to the standard, but they don't know how to maintain the standard. Like they have no idea that once we get it and we get everything we want, we don't know how to keep it. You know, I mean, I don't think they know how to maintain it, honestly. Which is
and I see a lot of people saying Dan Bongino would be the first one calling this crap out. Yes, but the change that you've seen in me and what you will see in Dan or if he eventually ever comes back is, look, it's one thing to have insider knowledge and to be able to talk about it. It's a whole other thing to put this mic down, put on a suit and tie, and have to walk in that devil serpent pit every single day and see how deep the rabbit hole actually goes.
Yeah, God bless y'all.
Trust me when I say it is not as simple as everybody is making it out. It's just, it's not. It's so deep. It's so corrupt. It's so massive in size. We got to win the next 20 elections, guys. We got to.
Hats off to you, my brother, and to Dan Bongino, because my answer is no.
Dude, I lost 20 pounds in DC.
My answer is
I came back looking like a shell of myself when I first got
You
back.
did. That's the first thing I said. Like, when we all showed up and hung out that week, that's the first thing I said to Graham. I was like, bro, you need to go eat something. Like, you look sick. Like, I said, I love you, but you look like you're sick.
Because those people that actually aren't corrupt Satanists, it drains your soul out. It does. It drains your soul. Look at Dan Bongino. When you actually see him, that man's lost like 35 pounds. His soul is getting drained out of him.
I don't know.
Pete Hegseth's hair is white as snow. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Pete's hair. It's like just white.
I don't know the if and the when. But if and when Dan Bongino comes back, bro, that whole first week of the Dan Bongino show is going to be amazing. And I can't wait.
Yeah, it will be. Somebody just said, maybe God gave you a practice run, Graham. Look, you know what? Alyssa, and I know we haven't got to another call. I'm sorry about that. But Alyssa actually said that to me 2 nights ago. She's like, you ever think you might want to run again? We know it would never be in South Carolina because South Carolina GOP hates me. Honestly, the only places I could go is Texas, Tennessee. I know Mississippi wouldn't have me. Mississippi would hate me.
Dude, you could hammer Roger Wicker.
Florida, Tennessee, and Texas are probably the best places to go. So we have to move. We'd have to move somewhere and live there for at least 2 years. If that was something that we'd want to do. I can say right now I'm not ever saying that God would never change somebody's mind, but I think what we do here is too important. I think what we do here is too powerful this second. And maybe by the time I'm like 50 or something and people are like, okay, we're tired of hearing Graham Allen talk. He's like 50.
No. It's not going to happen, bro. Me and you are too. Well, you can turn it off. I can't. But I'm feeling that once you reach a certain age, you're not going to be able to anymore. I can't do it because I'm too honest. Like that whole debate stuff. Like if I'm debating another dude or something, nah, that wouldn't end well for me. But let's do one more caller.
Yeah, let's do one more caller.
All right, here we go. See if we can find one here. Good morning. Welcome to Dear America. As a reminder, you got 60 seconds. That's all you got. You are the final caller. What's on your mind, brother?
What's going on, Brother Todd?
What's up, Jersey? How are you, brother?
I'm good. I kind of wanted to give a little, y'all calling for some pushback. I'm not going to call it pushback, but I can give you a different perspective on stuff. Because I indulge
all forms of media. I watch y'all. I've seen a couple of Nick Fuentes podcasts. I've seen Candace. I watch Crowder all the time. I think the problem that we're having is on the right is, unfortunately, we live in a day and an age where there's so much information out there, and you have people like Candace, Tucker, Nick, you know, they bring up stuff, and a lot of young conservative men, they're growing very, you know how they say there's the black fatigue and this fatigue and that fatigue. We really have a problem with the whole, me personally, I'm indifferent towards Israel. I know what the Bible says. I know what I see for myself. I could care less. I say, let them do what they got to do over there. I'm for defunding all forms of foreign conflict. Let them handle their stuff. Let them go at it until the best man win. That's how I feel about it. But I can understand when if you have any sort of platform, the second you criticize Israel, there's such a recoil. You're just immediately, you're an anti-Semite. You're a this, you're a that, like with just the slightest little bit of questioning on them. And I think it gets amplified, and the youth they pick up on that. And it's like, well, why is everybody so quick to defend them when they weren't even being attacked in a sense? It was just a question.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what then people like Candace and Nick feed on to sow even more division in it. Because I got to tell you, like I said, I'm indifferent, but I can understand where they're coming from, because I've seen it where you make one little comment and now the ADL is coming after you and this is coming after you. And it's like, all I did was ask a question. And so it's the same thing with the black fatigue, where it's like, oh, well, you can't even say that the stats, or you can't quote the stats because now you're a racist. Now you're a white supremacist. It's basically the same thing. And so that's the divide on the right now is you have people that support Israel and that's it, or you have people that are like, why can't I question them?
Yeah,
and then this rift is just growing.
Thanks for the call.
The only thing that I would say to that, Jersey, your last point there is you got people that support Israel and people that don't. The problem that we're facing right now is the people who don't support Israel hate the people who do.
Yeah,
and the people who do are starting to hate the people who don't, because the people who don't are attacking them constantly. That's the new realm that we're all finding ourselves in. You see, 10 years ago, I didn't agree with everything Candace Owens said. You know, Charlie Kirk's opinion on IVF and all those kind of things have changed 3 or 4 times over the year. Like people's things can change. All right. Mm-hmm. My theological understanding has changed as I've gotten older, and
it really has. It really has.
The problem is, I mean, it's the tale as old as time, man. The problem is we are no longer united in the fact of something's wrong with the government, and if we don't do something, it's going to never get fixed, to now you either 100% agree with this side, that side, this side, or this side, or we're done, like kind of thing. Like call the divorce lawyers, call everybody, split us up. That's the problem where we're at right now. And you know, when people talk about Nick Fuentes has been attacking me since I was at the Blaze. Okay, I remember old videos of Nick Fuentes, and at that point, he was like 21 years old, and he was like, Rant Nation, Dear America, da 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 da, making fun of me and all this stuff. And you know, I mean, like, so, you know, everybody's getting on to us for pushing back. We're not, and that's another thing. Okay, I agree with you. Nobody should be attacked for asking a question, but there's a difference between being attacked. I can't speak for all the major accounts out there. There's a difference between being attacked and getting pushed back on. There's a difference.
Yes.
And now when we push back, people are like, why are y'all ganging up on Candace? Why are y'all doing this? To her own point, if you are a prominent figure and you put an opinion out there, it is open season on you. Those are her words. Exactly. When we push back on things Nick Fuentes says, when we push back on Tucker Carlson, when we push back on the main ones right now, okay, you've got Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson. Who else would you say? Ian Carroll, Evan Kilgore, Andrew Tate, even he's not even freaking American. Like you know, but those are probably like your main ones, like your super main ones. If you question anything against those 3 or 4 or 5 people, like you are the establishment now. Like and so it is different. It is different. I didn't agree with 100% everything Candace said back in the day when we were rolling with Charlie on barge stools, going from campus to campus together. But now we've entered in this place to where it's like, dude, like we can't agree on common principles to defeat evil anymore. And that's the new territory that we're in, is that. Here's the thing. If Candace would shut up about Charlie for 5 seconds and actually focus on winning the midterms, which would be the exact thing that Charlie Kirk would be telling her to do if it had been President Trump that was assassinated. Charlie would be saying, yes, we need justice and we need to trust our people to find justice, but we've also got a midterm to win. And if we lose this midterm, everything's over. And no one is going to convince me otherwise. Anyone who would say otherwise, you didn't know Charlie. You just didn't. You didn't know Charlie. And so that's my problem, is that we're so focused on all this other stuff. And again, you guys wonder why I keep talking about Candace and all this stuff. She's bigger than me. Her audience is massively larger than mine. She is reaching more people with 1 episode than I can with 10. You understand? So we have to try to counteract the damage that's being done. And that's why, because we got an election to win.
Yep.
Anyway, that's all we've got, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Todd just figured out what weekend it actually is at the beginning.
I know,
of the show.
man. I'm still depressed about that, bro.
And
I was so excited.
We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Make sure to hit that like button for us and leave us a comment in the comment section. We hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Todd, say goodbye.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Love you, miss you, mean it.
All right. As always, I'm Graham Allen. Stay awake, not woke. Trust in God, not the government. And as always, stay free.